We're live.
Can you gain weight while you're taking a GLP-1? What? I thought you only lose weight when you take GLP-1s. I'm going to be sharing quite a bit during this live. I had lost 50 pounds while taking Mounjaro, and I am currently on 15 milligrams, and I've been doing it for over 2 years now. This is June, 29th of 2026, and I took my first shot January 10th of 2024. So it's been about 2.5 years that I've been on this Mounjaro journey. I'm not one of those really lucky super responders. That's not me.
There are pros and cons to everything, Gina.
Yeah, there is. And it is time for me today to be brutally honest with myself and with my shipmates, all of my wonderful people in the Anchor Moments community here. I've actually been starting to have nightmares this week, like I'm hiding. And I know these nightmares are because I keep thinking these few pounds are just going to disappear. So there's no reason to talk about them because they're going to be gone. They're just going to go away. And they haven't. They haven't.
The nightmares have not gone away? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Oh, these pounds have not disappeared yet. The pounds. Yeah. And I'm hoping by finally sharing it, maybe my nightmares will go away too. I keep having a dream that I have left the house and I look down and I'm only wearing socks. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, and I'm so embarrassed. And I'm trying to get home as quickly as I can and not be seen, which is, I know that's the kind of nightmare you have when you're feeling insecure and when you're feeling powerless. And I've been feeling very frustrated lately, a little bit with myself, and a little worried. How many of us here have been overweight for quite a long time and have lost weight and then gained it all back? Am I the only one?
Oh,
I'm guessing.
All of it back.
No.
I'm serious.
Yeah. I know that's happened to a lot of us over and over and over again. And our hope.
I gained 30 pounds back.
Yeah. But you still have kept a lot of it off.
About 43.
43 pounds. Yeah.
So I'm not satisfied with that either.
No. And Jeff's not on a GLP-1 journey, but he has tried to lose weight with me. When I first got type 2 diabetes, it was the week of my daughter's wedding. And that's when I found out that I had type 2 diabetes, October 13th of 2020. I'll never forget it because my daughter got married on October 17th. About a month before she got married, my mom told me, hey, Gina, I don't want you to be shocked, but when you see your brother, he's lost 60 pounds, 60 pounds. And I was like, oh my gosh, Mom, during the pandemic, when everyone else is getting chubby, how is my brother losing weight? And so I called my brother and asked him, how in the world are you losing this weight? And it was about a month before the wedding. And he told me he was eating 1,600 calories and he was breaking it up where he would eat 400 calories 4 hours apart 4 times a day. And so Jeff and I call it the 4-4-4 program because, 400 calories 4 hours apart 4 times a day. There's 3 4s there. And he told Jeff that he could eat anything for those 400 calories. It didn't matter. And his evening snack would frequently be 2 Pop-Tarts because each Pop-Tart is 200 calories. And what did you say, Jeff?
I could do a Pop-Tart diet.
Yeah. So for the first time ever, truly ever, Jeff decided he was going to diet with me, like really get serious. And because he could do the Pop-Tart diet.
I didn't.
You didn't?
I didn't eat Pop-Tarts.
Oh, no. We really tried to eat healthy foods for our 400 calories 4 times a day. And so we had started this, and I didn't know I had type 2 diabetes yet. It was a month before I got diagnosed. And, oh gosh. And I started to lose weight on that 444 plan. I actually had lost 8 pounds before the wedding. And I do have a picture of me wearing the dress. So let's put this picture up.
Add to stage.
At my daughter's wedding.
There we go. That's not it.
Wrong picture. Where is this one?
Move your hand, please.
Oh.
This is what happens when you ask me at the last minute to put these on.
There we go. Okay, so the picture of me on the right. What's interesting is a month before the wedding, I was at the biggest weight that I'd ever been. I was 254 pounds. And the week of my daughter's wedding is when I found out I had type 2 diabetes. And I told my doctor, oh no, and I just started losing weight. And I told him about the 444 plan and that I had lost 8 pounds. So this picture of me on the right, I'm at 246 pounds. And that's in 2020. And what's interesting that I was at 246 pounds is that after the wedding, I continued to lose weight because my doctor said I could still do the 444 plan, that would work with my type 2 diabetes, but don't eat 2 Pop-Tarts. He said, that's terrible. Don't do the Pop-Tart thing. But as long as I'm eating nutritionally, that actually wouldn't be a bad thing for me to do. And he had me take a type 2 diabetes class that was 6 weeks long at the hospital.
And they didn't tell you to just eat Pop-Tarts?
No. And I told them about the 444 plan, the registered dietitians, and they told me don't have them be 2 Pop-Tarts, but as long as it's not Pop-Tarts and you're eating healthy foods for your 1,600 calories, 400 calories 4 times a day, that'd be fine. So I kept doing it. And I lost 47 pounds altogether. So that brought me from 254 minus 47. I don't know. What is that? I was still 200 and something. 47, 54, 3.
I'm old now.
And 47. I was 207 pounds. So the lowest I got was 207 pounds. And then I went on vacation with my family. And we went on vacation for 1 week, 8 days. I was with my family. We shared a house with about 15 people. And I always say it was like living in a frat house because there was a lot of young 20s there. My nieces and nephews and my own kids were like the young 20s. And so there was a lot of alcohol. There was a lot of food, a lot of snacks, and going out to eat. And when I came home, and I was all excited, and I was trying really hard to lose 50 pounds before that vacation, and I had lost 47, and I was pretty proud of myself. But when we got there, hey, we were on vacation. We didn't have a vehicle that we could go to the grocery store. I asked for broccoli, and I brought a silicone steamer that I could steam broccoli in the microwave. And they got all mad at me because they said I made the house smell like farts. And so they wouldn't buy me any more broccoli. And my diet went down the tubes. And so I started gaining my weight back. When I came back from 8 days of vacation, I gained 11 pounds back. So that brought me from 217 back up to 218 pounds. And it depressed the heck out of me. And I kept trying to lose weight again and white knuckle it. And I could be good on the 4-4-4 plan for maybe a day or two. And then I just couldn't. And the weight started piling back on. And then on January 10th of 2024, I had gained all but 8 pounds of that 47 pounds back. And so on my daughter's wedding day, where I'm on the right side there, on the far right at my chubbiest, I was 246. And when I took my first Mounjaro shot, 4 years later, I was also 246. So that really is a good before picture of me on the shot. Now, on the left side there, I'm wearing the exact same dress, and I don't think I hit Wonderland yet in that picture, but I was pretty close. So I think that's about where I am right now. I think, because I think that's probably 40 some. I think I was probably around 205, 206 here. On the left. So about a 40-pound weight loss. And it really does look like a lot when it's side by side. And now for what's going on with me right now. So I'm going to take the picture down. What do I do?
I think you just choose the next one that you want.
What if I want no picture?
Then let's do a remove.
Okay. For a second. Okay. So I have worked really hard to get into Wonderland. And I got super excited when I finally hit Wonderland. And Barb will even tell you in the chat that I never said how much I weighed when I was doing my, I go live every Monday. My name is Gina. If this is your first time seeing, my name is Gina. This is my husband, Jeff. And every Monday since the very first shot I took, I go live and have shared my Mounjaro journey. And I give myself my shot live, and I share any tips and tricks that I've learned, any everything about the journey. And yeah. And I would always say how many pounds I had lost, but I would never say what my weight was. And that's because I didn't want my family to know. I wasn't so worried about my shipmates knowing, but I really didn't want to share that with my family and extended family about how big I was. But I finally decided once I hit Wonderland that I don't, if by sharing I can help somebody else in the community, I'm going to do that. And I was so excited when I finally hit Wonderland. I even worked at the YMCA for a long time, part-time at the YMCA. And my last year working at the YMCA, I tried to get into Wonderland. And I was 239 at the time. But I didn't tell anybody how much I weighed. But I just said that I wanted to lose 40 pounds before I was 50. And that would have brought me to 199. And so I even did hashtag lose 40 before 50. And I was their network marketing person for the YMCA. So I posted a lot of things on their Facebook page. And so it'd be me, taking a 55 and Alive class, and with some they looked younger than me, some of those seniors, with some really fit seniors who were taking that class. And boy, they really kicked my butt. I did one where I actually was in the swimming pool. And I said I hadn't gone swimming in like a year because I was embarrassed of my weight. And that was stupid because I enjoy swimming so much. And I just needed to get over it and enjoy the exercise and not worry about what I look like in a suit. Just enjoy the exercise and being with other people in the community. And I loved water aerobics classes. And so I did a little thing about that too. but I never hit. I never lost my 40 pounds. Again, I lost, I don't know, I think I might have lost about 20. And then I went home for Christmas and I was home for a week with my family and
meaning
in Illinois where it was snowy and stuff. And we were eating all the good food. And in 1 week's time, I gained 11 pounds in a week. And then it was just so hard to get back on track and I never could do it. So when I did hit Wonderland, I was so excited. It was like a number I didn't think I would ever in my lifetime be able to hit.
And when
because
was
I
that?
tried so hard. And that was a few weeks ago. I can't remember which number. Do you remember which number? I don't know. This is my 129th Mounjaro shot that I'm going to take today. And I'm on 15 milligrams, but it was a number of weeks ago. I don't know, maybe 3 months ago that I hit Wonderland. And I was so excited, so excited.
By the way, it looks like there's a number of people who have things to say about Wonderland.
Oh, good, because I'm going to share their stuff in just a minute. But gosh darn it, you guys, I hit Wonderland and I was so excited. And then I finally was honest with you all and gave you my numbers, that these are my numbers. And sure enough, one of the people I did not want to know my numbers was my dad. And he gave me a hard time about it. He just couldn't believe I ever got to 254 pounds. He was shocked. And he's asked me about it like 100 times. So it's like, okay, Dad, I don't want to talk about it anymore, though I do love him. But I hit Wonderland. And then I lost even a couple more pounds. So the lowest I got was 196. And I was really excited about that. But weight doesn't just, you hit a number and then you stay there and then you go lower after that, or you maintain that number. That's not life. Your weight fluctuates. If you weigh yourself every day, you will see your weight fluctuates. You're almost never the same weight every single day over and over. It usually fluctuates a little bit based on how much salt you had the day before, based on did you have a lot of exercise or not? Did you have extra carbs that can hold on to water too and give you a little bit of false water weight? Did you poop real good in the morning before you weighed yourself or not? I mean, there's a lot of things to make it go back and forth. But I had been between 196 and 199 were the three that I kept going back and forth between those 3 pounds. And I kept thinking, okay, I just never want to be 200 pounds again. Oh Lord, please let me never be 200 pounds again. And I was so hoping that by getting some exercise in and continuing to take my shot, that I would never be 200 or more pounds again. And then we have had really 2026 has been really a wonderful year. We've had more opportunity than we've ever had to travel because Jeff and I are new retirees, and we have another YouTube channel called Anchor Moments RV, where we travel around the country in our Ford Transit van we've named Grace. And we're meeting a lot of our shipmates who watch both of our channels, either regular Anchor Moments that you're watching right now or our Anchor Moments RV channel. And we went for a 2-month-long trip. And it was wonderful. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. We visited a lot of family. We visited a lot of friends. But when I went on vacation, after 2 years of trying to write down every bite of food I eat, gets exhausting. It feels very much like diet culture, to be honest. And I got tired. I got tired of writing down every bite. And when I go on vacation, we eat out, some at restaurants. Not every meal. And that's why I haven't blown and gained all my weight back, because I don't eat out every meal when we are on vacation. Jeff and I do some things that help. I don't write my food down because I don't know how much the calories truly are when I'm eating at a restaurant. And so I figure it's not the right numbers anyway. And I give myself a little break. And I've been trying to eat based on if I'm hungry or not. And trying not to eat past full ever, trying to stop when I'm satisfied. And that was helpful, but not perfect for me, but it was helpful. And I tried to get more exercise in than I normally do. When Jeff and I travel in the van, we stop usually every quarter of a tank. Jeff likes to get gas again because he's always worried he might not find a gas station and it feels good to stretch his legs too and have a break. So every quarter of a tank, he'll stop to get gas. And when he does that, I walk as fast as I can around the gas station. I'll walk around the building or I'll walk around the parking lot. If it doesn't seem to be in a great area, you never know. We travel a lot of places, but I try to get as many steps as I can, as fast as I can during those breaks. And then whatever steps
During
I
those
have.
other places, you're just walking faster.
Yeah, but I'm walking as quick as I can. And then, when we finally land wherever we're going to land to sleep that night, I check my Fitbit watch to see how many steps I've done. And if I haven't hit 10,000, so if I'm at 8,000 or whatever, then Jeff and I walk until I hit my 10,000 before we go to bed. And that's different. That's not something that I would have normally done when on vacation. So I have done some things to try to not gain 11 pounds in a week, especially when we're going to be gone for 2 months at a time. But when we did come back, I can't remember, from that 2-month spring thing, probably, I think 201. I had left at 199 because I always go back and forth between the 196 and 199. And when we had left on that trip, I was already on 199. And I think when I came back, I might have only been like 201, which still felt for me, because that was 2 months of not stepping on the scale.
Yeah.
That was 2 months of not writing down on a piece of paper every bite of food I'd taken and how many calories were in it and how much protein and how much fiber and how much water did I drink, not recording. And so for 2 months and then just 2 pounds, not too bad. And then we went on a trip with the family again, where it's kind of like living in a frat house. Oh gosh, it was so much fun. We went to Vancouver for a family reunion. Yeah, do you have a couple of pictures from Vancouver? And here in Vancouver, Jeff and I went to Stanley Park, and it was beautiful. And they had some really yummy food there, and we split it, which is helpful. But I think that's lobster mac and cheese, probably.
Yeah.
And it was
delicious.
It was really delicious. It was very high calorie, but we split it. But it was still, a high calorie meal, more calories than if I would be cooking at home. And then this picture too is from Vancouver. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun, and so much fun. We got to play with my grandson, who's 2, and with our adult kids and their spouse and fiance. And my mom and my stepdad, my brother, my nieces and nephews. There was 15 of us in the house. And we had a fabulous time.
And did we have a car in Vancouver?
No, we didn't.
Did we walk all over the place?
We walked all over the place. Actually, one of the tricks.
And it was fun. It was
and
beautiful.
It was, oh gosh, it was so beautiful there. I've never been to Vancouver before. I definitely want to go back. One of the things that I did, we didn't have a car. And so we didn't have options for what we're bringing into the house, except for we asked for apples. And I did bring my Catalina Crunch cereal in my suitcase. So that way we had Catalina Crunch, and I asked for Fairlife milk, which you can buy in Vancouver. So I was excited about that. So my breakfast was really good. But I never asked for coffee. And because my mom and my stepdad don't drink coffee, and they were the ones funding the trip. So what we did instead is we would walk to get coffee, and it was far. I mean, it was like a 30-minute walk to be able to get a cup of coffee. And that was helpful to make sure that we got a lot of steps in. Now, this is oh gosh, I don't know, maybe the fourth time we've done it. There's been a few of these over the years, not a lot of them, but a few where where it's 15 of us in a house that my parents fund and invite and all of us to get together and take care of us. And it's just a blast. And every single time, it's at least an 8-pound gain in a week's vacation, between 8 and 11 pounds. So when we came back from there, so I was already at around 201 when before we left for Vancouver. And then when I stepped on the scale, I was, I think, 203. And I was up a couple of pounds. And then from Vancouver, we were only home for 10 days or so. And then it was time to go on the Downsized cruise and go to the Downsized at sea. And oh my gosh, that was so much fun. There was 82 people there, and a whole bunch of people watch not only the Downsized, but watch Anchor Moments. And I was able to give so many hugs, and it was so exciting to meet Paula, who's in our chat right now. I've been wanting to meet Paula forever.
And one thing we did on the ship, Gina.
Yeah.
We used the stairs almost exclusively.
Yeah.
Except the last day when we had to get off the ship quickly or something.
Right.
I can't remember.
There was one other time we were giving somebody, we were going to, if you want to see, we do have a cruise playlist, and there's a lot of our shipmates who comment in the chat on our lives that we were able to interview. And we did some taped things, and Christopher and Lorraine were so sweet. They let us have a room that they had rented on the very top of the ship that was on the 15th floor. And a couple of the people that we interviewed were wearing very beautiful high-heeled shoes that were just amazing. That would have been really hard to make them, go up 15 flights of stairs with me. So I did do the elevator when doing those interviews, so I didn't hurt my guests that I was doing a video with. But almost all except for doing the interviews, we exclusively did the stairs and did not do the elevator, except when we were taking our suitcases down, because we didn't want to go down all the stairs with the elevator. And we had a balcony room, you guys. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. I highly, 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 if you didn't get a chance to go this year, I highly recommend you go with us next year. It's going to be June 14th through the 18th out of Fort Lauderdale. And you can check on the downsized.org to sign up. And they do have things where you can pay a little bit every month, where they can break it up for you, so you don't have to pay one big chunk. So if anyone wants to do that with us. But you guys, it was so much fun. And we were on the cruise, and we were having a lovely time. There we are with Gail. And Gail's the only interview we don't have up yet. Hers is a longer one with her and Mark. And so that one's going to require a little bit of editing, and they're going to give us some pictures. So at some point you're going to be seeing a video with Gail, and then there's Lorraine on the right there. She's so wonderful. She's one of my besties. I love her, love her, love her. We had so much fun. And when you think, I'm going on a GLP-1 cruise with a bunch of other people, everybody's going to eat really healthy, and probably everyone's going to be watching each other, and probably no one will want to eat dessert because someone will see them eating dessert. No, that's not how it was. Everybody could do their own thing, and nobody cared what you ate. We were on a cruise ship with all kinds of fabulous food and desserts and stuff. And so did we eat? Yes. Now, but we did do a lot of stairs, all day long, lots and lots of stairs. I always had more than 10,000 steps. I think one day I had like 17 or 18,000 steps, and a lot of those were stair steps. So we got exercise in, lots and lots of exercise, and I swam in the ocean and all of that kind of good stuff. But when I came home from the cruise, I had to step on the scale again. And so I think when I left, I was about 201, 202, something like that. And when I got home and stepped on the scale, I hit 204. And that's the highest number. Now, my lowest number is 196, remember? So that's 8 pounds difference. But the
Still.
204 is not like an everyday thing. So I now fluctuate between 201 and 204. But I don't want to be 20 anything. I don't want to be 20 anything. I want to be in Wonderland again. And currently I am not. Oh, wait. I think when we did the cruise, I didn't hit 204. I think I only hit 202. I think I just gained 1 pound on that cruise. I think I went from 201 to 202. But then we had another trip that we went on. So as soon as we got back from, oh gosh, this was just it was more, I never have this much adventure, you guys. My life is usually not this charmed and this much fun, but oh my gosh. So then as soon as we got back, I know, as soon as we got back from the cruise, we had 4 days to pack the van and make it to Peace, Love, and Vans in Colorado. And so that was a fast pack and long drive to get there. And once we were there, oh my gosh, that was so much fun too. And they had food trucks. And I tell you, my dad, when I was growing up, had a pizza business, and I used to help when you're a kid, especially back in the day, and your family had a business, you were child labor for them. You were part of helping out, kind of like being a kid who lives on a farm. You have chores and things that you do. And that's really given me a soft spot for restaurants. I know, and food trucks. I know how hard it is to make a living doing it. And most restaurants fail. And most, it's hard. When you go to an event and you bring a food truck, you have to bring more food than you're going to sell. And if it rains or if people don't buy a lot of food and you have this extra food, you lose money, and you can lose money. And so I'm very conscious of that. And I'm very thankful when food trucks want to come and be there. So Jeff and I ate from the food trucks, but let me tell you, there wasn't a lot of healthy options from those food trucks, and it was crazy delicious.
Luckily, it was pretty expensive.
Yeah, that helped. And we only ate 1 meal a day from the food truck, from the food trucks that were there. So we did a different food truck each night. But it was very high calorie, very, very, very high calorie. And so when we got home from there, and you know what, I think I probably would have even have gained more, but I told Jeff I did not want to go straight home from Peace, Love, and Vans because I did not want to step on the scale after eating on those food trucks. I mean, they even had one food truck was like a state fair thing where they had like fried Twinkies and fried Oreos and
fried Twix.
Fried Twix bars.
And deep fried Oreos.
Yeah.
Okay, that was bad.
That was bad. And so anyway, it was a lot of calories. It was a lot of calories and a lot of salt. And so I knew I did not want to step on the scale. And the weather's just was so nice that I talked Jeff into going to a camp with me in Arizona in Heber. And it was beautiful. We got a cute picture there. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. And we did not eat out even one day of that camping trip. We ate the food that I had pre-cooked that was in the refrigerator and freezer of the van. And so everything we ate was healthy for, I think, 4 nights before we came home. Thank goodness, because I could feel it in my stomach, and I could feel my stomach start to come down. So when I did get home and I stepped on the scale, yes, I was up like another pound or two, but that was it. And so the highest number I've seen is 204. And yesterday I was 201. So still not in Wonderland. I'm so close. I'm so close. But it has really been a challenge. Okay, go ahead. Now, Jeff and I originally thought that we'd go home, we'd see our grandson, maybe do a little babysitting, and then we would take off again because the weather is really hot here and the van's packed. Maybe we just do a couple of days home, see that grandbaby, do a little babysitting, and then I wanted to take off and go to the West Coast because we're trying to hit every single state in the United States that, no, you can't drive to Hawaii, but try to hit as many states as we can. And we haven't hit any of the West Coast states with the van. And I was hoping that we could, go to Oregon and a little California and maybe see Mounjaro Journey with Pam and do a video with Pam in California and maybe see Claudia, who I see's in the chat too, and is in California, and see my West Coast shipmates. And but Jeff was like, "Oh, Gina, I'm tired of traveling." And when I stepped on the scale, I had to agree. I can't keep gaining. If I keep going on vacation, and some people do great without writing food down. Our buddy Barb, she doesn't write down what she eats, and she lost 280 pounds on a GLP-1 without writing down all the calories that she ate. My dad doesn't do that either, but my dad has zero appetite on Mounjaro, and I still have an appetite.
You were very successful when you were marking down how many grams of fiber, the different goals you had for how much fiber you wanted each day, how much protein you wanted each day, whether you did exercise or whether you didn't, right?
Right.
And you give yourself a little star.
Yeah, and I have star stickers. I used to teach school, elementary school, and I love stickers. And so stickers motivate me. It feels good to put a sticker, even just a silly little gold star sticker, knowing that I did everything that I was supposed to do, that I hit all my goals. And so I did pull it out today.
You did?
Yep. I haven't added because I have to look up I can't remember anymore how many calories are in a cup of blackberries and protein and fiber in blackberries. But yep, I am journaling again, and I'm going to stay home.
Long because you're not entering every food.
No, this is every food I ate.
No, but I mean, you're not entering.
Every vitamin or whatever. Yeah, this is how I've always done it. When I lost my 50 pounds on Mounjaro, which I was down 58 pounds from my highest weight and 50 pounds from my first shot, the way I did it was this. I write it on a piece of paper. I'm old school. I give myself 4 squares to mark off fruits and vegetables. I give myself a square for exercise, and I have water goals to meet.
Oh yeah, water.
And then too. I do. I write down every bite. If it touches my lips, it's written down how many calories that is, how much protein, and how much fiber.
What if you just touch your teeth on the way in?
I always swallow. I eat it all. If it gets that close to my lips, it's going in.
Okay.
So I eat it. But so anyway, I'm back to writing down my stuff again. We're going to be home all of July for sure. I turn 60. I turned 60 on the 28th of July this year. So it's a big birthday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a big birthday.
Your birthday's coming up as big?
Yeah, Jeff's got a big birthday on September 6th. How old are you going to be, Jeff?
65.
Yeah, so we've been having to do Medicare paperwork and stuff to get Jeff set up for Medicare when he turns 65. Yay!
Yay.
So for sure, I'm going to be home all of July, and I'm going to try really hard to get back into Wonderland and stay in Wonderland. Also, my son's getting married, and he is getting married in November. And I do not want to gain back a bunch of weight before his wedding. I don't want to keep rolling down that hill, getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I've got to stop it. I've got to stop this slow gain. I got to nip it in the bud and get back to pulling this weight off. And I can tell you, well, even though I'm on 15 milligrams of Mounjaro, yeah, I don't have the same appetite suppression I had when I first started on my journey. And I have had cravings some cravings come back. Not as bad as when I'm not taking it. It's still very, very helpful, but not as helpful as it used to be. And so I do have some food noise coming back. I never, ever, when I took the shot, I never, ever had the appetite suppression that my dad has. If I am cooking bacon or going to a restaurant that has bacon and I can smell bacon, I'm going to want at least 3 bites of bacon. You know, I wouldn't have to have a whole strip, but I'd still want at least half a strip of bacon, you know. Whereas my dad can cook up a pan of bacon and give you some bacon and not even have a bite, not even a bite. Who could do that? My dad. Because Mounjaro totally takes that away for him. For me, it doesn't. I still enjoy food. I still enjoy every bite that I take. I just don't eat as much as I normally do, and I don't have to white knuckle as bad. But I'm still true confessions too. So for Father's Day, we went to Mass at a church we hadn't been to for a while. And the morning Mass has donuts afterwards. And it was Father's Day and there were donuts. But by the time we got out there, all the kind of donuts that we would have liked were taken, which was great. Because we have some favorites.
They don't buy the best donuts anyway.
Yeah. So we are donut snobs.
Easy to resist.
Yeah, we are donut snobs. Now, if we're ever going to have a donut, it's only a Bosa donut because we really like Bosa donuts. We feel they're the best donuts. And so I told Jeff on Father's Day, if you want a donut, dear, it's Father's Day. We can go to Bosa. But we ended up going someplace else for dinner, and he was satisfied. So he wasn't hungry anymore. So there was no reason to go get donuts. But I tell you what, I thought about what my favorite donut is, and I have thought about it for a whole week. Every stupid day.
Did you have to scratch that itch?
Oh, it was driving me crazy. And then we drive past Bosa, and I think, oh, and it was like I was white knuckling it again. So I did yesterday break down and told Jeff, if you want to go to Bosa, I'll go to Bosa with you. And then I finally scratched this stupid itch, and maybe I'll be done with it. And so we did go, and I did have my favorite donut, and got that out of the way because I knew today I was going to start writing down all my calories again and start back from scratch because I've got to get this off. I know if I don't get these pounds off, then it'll just be a slippery slope of just a couple pounds here, a couple pounds there, and then before you know it, I've got the 50 pounds back. And I do not want to gain that 50 pounds back.
I don't think so, Gina. But I think you need to make notes in your journal again. I think you were very successful at it. It didn't consume all your day.
No.
I think it's possible to do.
Yeah. I do remember.
I might copy you.
You might copy me and write. And
different things.
no, yeah, Jeff likes using My
MyFitnessPal.
Fitness Pal is Jeff's favorite. So he likes to do it electronically because he's a technology guy. He loves that stuff. I'm old school. I like the feel of having a notebook and paper. I don't know. Reminds me of when I was in school again, and I liked being a student for the most part, anyway. So
Well, speaking of
yeah.
writing things.
Oh yeah, and
comments.
We got some good comments. We're going to share some of those too. If you have advice and you've had this struggle too, and you have advice for me, I'll take it.
I think there's something in there, Gina.
Okay, and I also have for you guys, I have a find that I want to share because it's fantastic, and it's one of the things. Not only am I going to be writing my stuff down for the month of July, and then hopefully we'll get to start traveling again, maybe in August or September for a month before the wedding, and make it back in time, plenty of time for that. But when we were in Florida, we found these ripened jackfruit chips, and it was at a grocery store in Florida, and oh my gosh, they are so good and 100% healthy. There's only one ingredient, jackfruit chips.
And they're dry.
It's just dried jackfruit. When you look at the ingredients, there's no salt, there's no preservatives. The ingredients, it's one thing, and it's jackfruut. That's it, dried. They're really good. And 30 grams of that, of jackfruit, is only 50 calories and has 4 grams of fiber and about a gram of protein, and no
That's a
fat, no
significant amount to
cholesterol,
eat.
no sodium, and they're delicious.
And it's a significant amount that you get for
Yeah, because they're so lightweight. They're really lightweight and they're very delicious. So we bought one bag because I didn't know if we were going to like it or not, and we loved it, and we ate it in the van. And then
what did you do when I was driving?
Oh, I would put it in a little Ziploc baggie. So we'd each have a Ziploc baggie worth of it. And then I would feed it to him. Yeah. So he could eat his one portion of jackfruit chips.
Easy while I was driving.
Yeah. It was just such a great, healthy snack. Now, when we got home, I looked for it, and our stores didn't have it. So then Jeff looked online, and I don't know, they're like ridiculously expensive online. I don't know, like $20 or something for a bag of jackfruit chips. But I found it at Costco yesterday. I'm so excited. So the Costco in Arizona, and I hope if Costco's in other places in the United States will have it too, but check it out. And it's the exact brand and everything of jackfruit chips. It's still a little bit on the pricey side. I think it was $10 for this bag, but you've got a lot of servings in here. A bag has a dozen servings, but it's really, really good, and it's good for you, and it's a nice treat. So I've actually had it's 50 calories in a serving, but I've had 4 servings today. But 200 calories of jackfruit, oh my gosh, and 4 times 4, that's 16 grams of fiber. 16 grams of fiber, and yummy. So this is my tip for the week. Oh my gosh. And I also last week,
vitamins, protein, potassium, and antioxidants.
Mm-hmm, it really is. It's one of those superfood kind of things. So super good for you. I also, one other tip that I did for myself this last week is I made a big batch of my cabbage vegetable soup, and not the cabbage soup diet where all you eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner is cabbage soup for a week. I do it where I make it, I flavor it like chili. So it's chili flavored, and it's very, very delicious, but it's a bunch of vegetables and really, really good. And I do have the recipe. So if you want to see how to make it and how I make it and make it really tasty, we do have a video. I have some cooking videos. So check out, I've got about 50 playlists, but one of my playlists is cooking and cooking vegetables, and the cabbage vegetable soup's outstanding. And it makes me feel fuller longer. So yeah, so we got a little bit.
Is this the cabbage stuff?
Yep, this is my cabbage vegetable soup.
And we usually fill these up and freeze them when we go on a trip in the van,
Mm-hmm.
because then we can microwave it, put it in the refrigerator to thaw, and then microwave it. So it's actually
That's really good.
good for you, delicious,
Mhm.
and it has vegetables and all
It's a
kinds
lot
of
of
things you want,
vegetables.
and fiber.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
tasty. And then I'll even put a little bit of my homemade chili in it. So it stretches the chili. So maybe I'm only eating a half a cup of chili, but when I put it in a cup and a half of that cabbage vegetable soup, it really stretches it and is warm and delicious to have. And so it's been pretty darn good. All right, let's see.
Oh, Gina,
Yeah,
I need to tell Mindy
yeah.
that our refrigerator looks really good inside.
Oh yeah, Jeff cleaned the refrigerator when we
I
got
had to
home
fix the ice maker.
because our
so-
ice maker was broken. So he had a
So
totally
come on by.
defrost. Yeah, so if
and
anyone
you
wants to
can
see our fridge,
take a
today's
look at
the
our
day
fridge.
because it's like super duper clean. Super clean. Yeah, and I had to throw away a lot of expired bottles of crap too. So it's good. It's looking pretty fine. I think Shin would be impressed. All right, let's see what our shipmates have to say here. Here we go. We got Kara here. Yay! And Kara has a new YouTube channel, and I've been following her, and I'm one of her subscribers, and it's super great. And Kara says, "Hi, Gina, praying for you now, and I'll continue. This journey is very challenging, and I sincerely appreciate your transparency and vulnerability." Oh, thanks
Thank
so
you.
much, Kara. I appreciate that big time. And Kara, I'd like to invite you to be a guest on my show and on a Mounjaro Monday. So you can email me if anyone would like to be a guest. Email me, Gina@anchormoments.com. I think I got like a little banner that I can do. It's this, right?
Click it.
And where's Gina?
Right over there.
Right here?
Yeah.
There we go. So that's how you email me if you'd like to be a guest on the show, because I would like to have some guests on Mondays too, because it's fun to meet more of our shipmates during these lives. Okay.
Hi.
And hi. Dun, da, da, da.
Go back to comments.
And back to comments. Where did comments go?
Right
Way
where
up here.
always is.
Okay. And we left off with Kara. Oh, and Kara lives in Athens, Georgia. And I love Georgia. You know what? Sometime we'll do it a live in person because that's where my dad lives, is in Georgia. He's in the Atlanta area. I think Ball Grounds or something. He used to be in Canton, but he moved. And he's in a smaller town, but it's still kind of close to Canton, Georgia, which is close to Atlanta. So maybe next spring we can do a live in person together. That'd be really fun. Hey, and we got Barb, the metabolic midwife, in the house. Woo, woo. And she says, "I'm here, always here for you, Gina, friend." Oh, thanks so much, Barb. And Barb has been with me since my very first shot. She was one of the first people to respond. She wasn't one of the trolls. I had one troll that first day, but she wasn't the troll. She was fabulous. And she let me know when I didn't think I could hear the second click that, yeah, you had the second click. It was there. And my heart was beating so hard, I just couldn't hear it. And Paula says, "Hey, Gina and Jeff and everyone in the chat." Hey, Paula. And I have 2 videos with Paula now. We got to interview her on the ship. It was so much fun getting to meet her. And then later she messaged me and said she bought one of our Anchor Moment shirts. I couldn't believe it. And this is the one she bought, the blue one that says Anchor Moments like this. And then on the back, it says, "Are you happy? Get anchored." And so she bought one. She's the first person to buy one out of our Anchor Moments store. And if anyone else is interested and would like it, we also have the ones for Anchor Moments RV, where it's the cartoon of us in the van, that people could also purchase as well. And I have it in the descriptions of this video. You can click on a link and it'll take you there if anyone else wants an Anchor Moments cup or hat or something. But Paula was the first person who did that. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I got to do a video with you wearing my shirt." And she said, "Okay." So she was on my live last Monday, and we had so much fun. All right, and this is me saying hi to everybody. And you know what? I need my glasses.
Where would they be?
I don't know. Just pick any. There may be one on the table there, possibly,
Sure.
Jeff.
Use these.
And Paula says, I'm joining you, Kara, and praying for all of us. The journey. Ooh. Oh, yeah, these are definitely yours. These might be prescription. Okay. But, well, if I go like this, I can see. Okay. I'm joining you, Kara, and praying for all of us. This journey is challenging. It's kicking my butt this week. You know, it still does. Anybody who says you're cheating by taking a GLP-1, they don't understand. You're still doing the things. Taking the shot doesn't just melt your fat away. You still have to do the things. It's just a tool. You still have to do all the things. Eat healthy and get some movement in your day. Oh, thank you, because these are too strong for me. It makes it kind of hard. Ah, that's much better. Okay, that's better. Hey, we got Mayor Mindy in this house. And you know what? We got a picture with Mayor Mindy in it.
Me too?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, did it not make it?
I could only put 10 in there.
Oh, he was having a hard time getting them up really fast. Oh, poo. I did have a fun picture of us with Mayor Mindy. Okay. So I'm trying to think anyone else that I didn't. He's putting another one on there.
Do you see it?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. So that one, I think it's got Mayor Mindy and it's got Barb on it. There we go. And it's got Vicky in it. And she goes by V Lily in the chat. So hopefully she's going to show up here too, because that's a fun picture with her. And Vicky, I would love to have you as a guest on Anchor Moments as well on a Monday, especially one of these Mondays in July if you can. It'd be great to have you on. And I didn't get a chance. I was going to interview Vicky, and we just ran out of time and didn't get a chance to interview her on the ship. Okay. And there we go. And everyone's saying hi. And Barb says, I just found out that 5 more people in my extended family are on GLP-1s. Wow, that's great. I hope they end up doing super duper like your daughter and son and you, because you guys are really fabulous responders to Mounjaro. And Paula says, I have seen other content creators talk about the struggle this week. So I guess a lot of us are struggling. You know, there's a bunch of us content creators who've been around for over 2 years taking these medications. I mean, Barb, shoot, I think she's hit 4 years now. And my dad says he's hit 4, and he's an OG, one of the very, 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 very beginning. The second it came out, his doctor put him on it.
Can you start with Rebelsis or something?
Oh, my dad said a whole bunch of them
okay.
before Mounjaro came out, because he's had diabetes for like 27, 28 years. And we got Dawn in the house too. Dawn, I want to thank you so much for sharing in the chat from last week's video about your journey. And if you'd like to be a guest on my show, I would love to have you. Dawn shared in the chat with all of us that she struggled. She lost a lot of weight, but then for a solid year, it didn't go down anymore, even though she was doing all the right things. Wouldn't go down. And now she's added her doctor added phentermine. So she has the two together, and now she's losing weight again. And it's helped her to start dropping again. And
now, we are not doctors.
But we are not doctors.
We're not prescribing or
and we're
giving
not
medical
prescribing.
advice.
No.
Talk
But we
to your
couldn't
own
if we wanted
doctor.
to. Yeah. Talk to your own doctor and find out, because maybe you could take something else with your Mounjaro when you hit where you feel like some of the food noise is coming back and you're having some struggles. But Dawn did, and it's made a difference for her. I've also heard, because I started looking, because I didn't even think about doing an add-on. And so I started researching that a little bit. And there is a very good chance that I have adult ADHD. I know that's a surprise.
See a squirrel?
Squirrel, yes. It's very possible that I've never been officially diagnosed, but I've always been kind of a spacey kid. My family had words for it, that I was in la la land. I always did very well in school, but I had to work at it extra hard. And my teachers would say sometimes that I was a daydreamer. But anyway, I didn't have the hyperactivity because I could sit in my chair just fine all day long, but my mind would disappear and then come back, and some issues with focus. And there is a medication that I hear that adults with ADD or ADHD take, and that's Adderall. And that there's some people that are having success being on Mounjaro and Adderall together, that it helps boost them to lose more weight and focus more. Boy, I could really use focus. Focus would be like outstanding. So I don't know. I don't know if I will or not, but it may be something that I'll be discussing with my doctor in the future. And if I ever do decide to do it, I'll let you guys know. And Jeff's hoping I won't, because he worries that there are always side effects with every drug, and to try not to. Yeah. So I'm going to try doing all my good stuff I was doing before going on vacation. And so maybe
I'm not a doctor either, Gina.
Yeah, I know. He's not a doctor either. But Jeff gets frustrated with me with my ADHD sometimes.
What?
And yes, you guys, I met the greatest guy in the woods at our last camping trip. And his name, I'm going to call him Sam, which isn't his first name, but he is very shy, because I asked if I could do a show with him and he said no. However, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Sam, not his real first name, but Sam was so sweet. And we were talking, and I mentioned that I have adult ADD, and I'm pretty sure my friends all think that I do. And he started laughing, and he said, there's superpowers. There's actually, it's not just, don't think of it as a deficit, that there's superpowers too. And I was like, really? And I'm like, I don't know about that.
No.
It seems like the ADD is what gets me in trouble. I have a hard time being organized. I have a hard time being on time. And he said, what frustrates Jeff is but he says, probably some things you're really good at focusing, though. On some things that interest you, you can be hyper focused. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's what it's like when I am talking to somebody in person. I am super focused on that person, listening to everything they have to say, and connecting with them. And when I am super focused on talking to someone, Jeff can't get my attention. And it frustrates him because he wants to get my attention without being rude. And he'll do like a gentle tap on my shoulder, and I don't even feel it. I don't even know he's trying to get my attention. And so he laughed, and he said, no, that's one of your superpowers, to be focused on that person is really nice to the person that you're communicating with, that actually could be a positive thing. And there are some positive things. So I'm trying to figure out what those positive things are. I'm even next week, you guys, there is a free ADHD conference for women. And they've got like 10 speakers every day that you can watch next week. So I'm going to be researching more about ADHD and as a grown-up, and some things that I could do to try to have it be more of a superpower than a deficit, because I've always seen it more as a character flaw is what I really thought it was.
Maybe you're more like a super villain. Did you ever think of that?
No. But anyway, I'm sure Adderall will come up as a topic at some point next week, and different things that you can do. But I'm going to be looking into some things, and maybe I'll do some videos on what it's like to be on Mounjaro with ADHD. I don't know. But I want to thank Dawn for being vulnerable and sharing her story, because her story may help somebody else. And I do say before I do any of these videos, I always pray to God for the power of one. And if I'm being vulnerable and sharing something that may be kind of hard to share, if it helps at least one other person out there not feel alone, and help at least one other person out there go, I don't need to be ashamed about that, and make a positive difference in their life in any form, be it a smile, give them just a spark of joy, a spark of hope, or a little bit of knowledge that they didn't know, like that you can get these at Costco right now. Oh my gosh, and they're delicious. Anything, if it can make a difference for somebody somewhere, then that one video was worth doing, if there's at least one person. And everybody, when you do let me know, I'll tell you, sometimes there's hardly no comments at all to one of my videos. And then I'll think, oh shoot, I wonder if I really helped anybody with that, or was it a waste of airwaves? And then there'll be one person who'll put a comment that I'll know, oh, okay, there was somebody out there who really liked that. So anyway, it really does make a difference for me. So if any of these videos ever help you, if you let me know, I do appreciate that. And likes help too.
Looking forward to hearing people's review of jackfruit chips.
Oh yeah, let us know if you buy them and try them, if you like them. But I love them. I think they're great.
Slightly sweet, very crunchy. And so instead of having like potato chips or whatever, or crisps for my friends in the UK, these are really good. And I wonder if you can get them in the UK too. I don't know, or other places of the world. But right now you can get them in Florida at a regular grocery store, and you can get them at Costco. Around here. But Costco, they only sell things for a little bit of time, and then you never know. And Mindy's, and everyone's saying, yeah, that was me. Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, said Paul said, yeah, that was me, responded to her. And Dawn says, you got this, Gina. It's just a bump in the road. Oh, I like that. She's even using my own words on me. That's what I said when I was worried about when I had a breast cancer scare and they found a weird lump and I had to have a needle biopsy. And I was like, it might not be cancer. It may just be a bump in the road. And it was just a bump in the road. Spoiler alert. Thank God. Oh my gosh. And there was over a 90% chance that it was cancer because of all the different little things about it and all the different pieces. But it wasn't. It was a miracle. It was just a bump. Aw. Thanks, Dawn. And Mindy says, what Dawn said. Thank you, Mindy. And Barb says, be brave. Thanks, Barb. Hey, and we got Claudia in the house. I love you, Claudia. And she's saying, hi, y'all. And Claudia, I do want to come to California at some point here. Message me. I'm not sure what city in California you are, but I would love to do a video with you in person. And Mounjaro Journey with Pam too, when we finally make it to California at some point here. And Dawn says, I wish we only lost on GLP-1s. If only. Unfortunately, that wasn't my experience either. You got this, Gina. Oh, thanks, Dawn. Yeah, I wish just taking the one thing that it would just melt the fat off, but that has not been the case for me. But it has helped. I mean, it could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse. And Paula says, Delilah of Life with Lala said she lost 13 pounds in a month. Wow. I'm going to be picking her brain, Gina. She's also in the messy middle. Yeah, and that's exactly where I am. And I love it's Darium's Substack. And he writes about the messy middle. And he calls it, it's Darium, it's messy in the middle. Oh, he's a wonderful writer. And he's my brother from another mother. I've been stuck in this messy middle for quite a while, and I'm not out of it yet. And Paula says, you look beautiful today, Gina. Oh, thank you, Paula. I appreciate that. And Barb says, that would be me 4 times, over 200 pounds lost and regained 3 times. Yeah, so Barb knows that pain. And it's a lot of pain when you've lost a bunch of weight and people start noticing, hey, you're getting thin. And you're like, oh, thank you. And then a few months later, when it starts coming back, oh, it's so discouraging. It's so discouraging. Aw, thanks, Dawn. And Purple Bellflower's in the chat. Yay! And everyone's saying hi to her and each other. And Mindy says, I find that speaking things out loud takes away its power. Oh, gosh, that's good. I openly talk about my obesity, GLP-1s, my multiple times losing over 100 pounds, my binge eating, etc. I don't let those things hide anymore. There's a lot of power in that, Mindy. And that's why we call you Mayor Mindy, is you have such wise words, and I appreciate you very much. And like I say, I was trying for the last few weeks that I wasn't going to mention that I hit and that I wasn't in Wonderland anymore, because I thought, I'm going to be back. It's next week, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And
That's kind of like Voldemort. You don't say the name of Voldemort, he who must not be named, but you take away his power if you say his name.
Oh, there you go. That's a Harry
Potter
reference. Yeah. So, yep. That's why I mean, even if I was having nightmares about it, like, you know what? I just need to come clean and let you guys know I'm working on it. And I will let you know the second I'm back in Wonderland. You guys will all be the first to know for sure. Oh, and Kara says, I've lost and regained many times, and usually with extra on top of those original pounds. I know, that's what usually happens. And if I wouldn't have started Mounjaro, that would have happened to me, because when I had lost that 47 pounds without Mounjaro, and then I gained 39 of them back, I would have gained even more. It would have just kept going. But thank God I was able to get Mounjaro and get started. Okay. And Mindy has a question. Has your brother maintained his weight loss on the 444 program? No. Love you, Mike. No, he goes off it and on it from time to time, but I think he's in a gain cycle again, but when he decides he's ready, he'll do it. And when he does it, he loses, and it works for him, but it's something that it's too hard to do full time. Maybe one day he's not on a GLP-1, but I think if he did the 444 while on a GLP-1, he'd probably lose it for good. Maybe he'd be lucky like our dad and have great success with it. Whereas I have a little success, but not great. And Downsized says, did I just hear Pop-Tart diet? Yes! Love you, Christopher and Lorraine.
It should be a doctor supervised Pop-Tart diet.
Oh gosh, you guys kill me. I love you guys. Ooh, CD or LD? I don't know.
Wait. What does that mean?
I'm not sure.
Wait. CD or LD? I don't know what that means.
I'm not sure. Hey, Paula's got a question. Are you still seeing your dietitian with Southwest Dietitian Group, Gina? I need to start back up. So we've been doing all this traveling. So every now and again they reach out and say, are you back in town? Are you ready to schedule again? And it's been 4 straight months, seriously, where I'm only home for like 10 days and sometimes less than 10 days. And then I was taken off for the next trip. So from February 28th until now, it's just been go, 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 go. So no, I haven't. And I do need to reach out to them. Absolutely. and start going to them again, because they are outstanding. They're very, very helpful. And I'm glad that you're being able to do them virtually too, Paula. That is great. And Kara says, the Downsized, I thought of you when I heard the Pop-Tart. Lorraine here. I love Pop-Tarts. I know, me too, darn it. They're laughing about the Pop-Tart diet. Oh my gosh. And Purple Bellflower says, beautiful dress, the color of my prom dress. Oh, so you wore royal blue to your prom. And I don't know what I'm going to wear for my son's wedding, but it's coming up. And I don't know if I don't usually buy dresses, but I really do like that blue dress. But maybe I'll go shopping and I'll find something else. But if not, I might wear the same dress to both weddings. I don't know. We'll see. It's one of those great dresses that you could wear it in multiple sizes because it's stretchy. And people and Downsized are waving. People are giving giant hugs to Lorraine too. And Purple Bellflower says, hi, Barb, Paula, and everyone in the chat. Mindy says, dang, everybody was hating on those Pop-Tarts. And she's laughing. Oh, my goodness. Everyone's saying hello. And Metabolic Midwife says, I love blueberry frosted Pop-Tarts. Have eaten them a couple of times on GLP-1s when I see them in machines. Oh, I know. Every now and again for a treat. But every night before you go to bed, not probably a good idea. And Barb says, it's because diets, number 1, suck. Yes. Number 2, don't work. And number 3, because we have a disease. Yeah. So it's always going to be a little bit of a battle, because it just is. But when you go into a battle, you want to carry a sword, right, Barb? I sure do. And my shot can be like my sword. So at least I have a fighting chance in a battle. Yeah, and Paula says 100%, Barb. It is a lot. It is. And Dawn says, you maintained for 4 years. That was your set point. You have been below that for 2 years, so likely your set point is lower now. Oh, I hope so. I really do, Dawn. And Mindy says, Wonderland is an elusive MFer. When I first got there, my weight would dance above and below 200 for weeks just to torture me. Yes, it is torturous. Oh my God. You know, when I stepped on yesterday, I'm like, 201, really? Come on. Get back to the 190s. We can do this. And then finally I was like, screw it. I just got to come clean. Wonderland. Yes. And Barb says, Julio hit 199 on May 23rd and hasn't been there again yet. I know. So I interviewed Julio, and he talked to me about how excited he was when he hit Wonderland, and we did the little high five. And then he let me know, I've kind of fallen out of it, but I'm really close, and I'm going to be in it again, and I'm going to lose 30 pounds more after that, so he can attend his Marine ball with his wife in his Marine dress blues. And I am so rooting for him. But he is my brother from another mother, and we weigh the same, except for he's got a lot more muscles than me. And Paula says, my weight did the same, Mindy. I hit 199 and then it went up to 202. And I was like, no. And Lorraine says, it was hard to say my weight on videos at first, but now I've said it so many times, and you know what? It's just a number. That's right. And it does not define your character. Your number has nothing to do with your soul and your spirit. It's just a number. I'm saying that for myself and for anybody out there that needs to hear it. Thanks, Lorraine.
And you can say that in the mirror, Gina, when you wake up before you weigh yourself.
Yeah.
Or after.
Absolutely. And Purple Bellflower says, Mindy, definitely torturous, especially when it seems inch and then never show up. Oh, I know it. And Lorraine says, I rarely swam in my 20s because I was so big. I know, we were crazy when we had the cute little bodies, but they just weren't perfect enough, we thought. Crazy, 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 crazy. And now I don't care. I'm swimming. I am swimming. And Barb says, I did not know when I hit Wonderland. Had to look at my charts without any heart, circle, exclamation point. No extra noticing at all. I hit 198 2 years to the day after I started GLP-1s. And they didn't even mention it to you? Wow, because that would have been so exciting. And hey, we got Rhonda in the house too. Hey, Rhonda. And she says, I'm looking forward to being under 200 pounds. You're going to get there, Rhonda. And Rhonda, I'd like to have you as a guest on my show too on a Mounjaro Monday. It's just like being in a park bench chat with the metabolic midwife. And I'd love to do that with you. It was so fun meeting you on the cruise and playing in the Rhonda room. Rhonda did some fun activities for us and led us into some fun activities on that 15th floor of the ship. And frankly, Michelle's in the house too. Woot woot. She says, soon enough, Rhonda. And Dawn says, instead of manually writing, just snap a picture. There are apps that will estimate based on your picture. I hear that, but I don't know if I totally trust. Where I know when I'm weighing and measuring, it really is the real deal thing. But for some people, that may be all they'll need, and it'll make a difference. Are you on the 15, Gina? Yep, you better believe it. I'm already on the top.
And don't worry, I'll remind her to take her shot in just a minute.
Yes, and I will be doing that in just a minute. And Frank Michelle says Chat GPT will do it. And Barb says, Gina's been on 15 for a few months now. Yeah, it's been quite a while. Probably since Christmas, maybe? It seems like it was around that time, maybe. And Rhonda says, what will Chat GPT tell you? How many calories are in your picture? And Barb says, yes, Rhonda, people take a pic before they start eating and then another when they are done. And Chat GPT will calculate calories eaten. And they think Claudia thinks you're very smart. He is. He is pretty smart. Right? No, he is pretty smart. And Rhonda says, I've done that before. It works well. Really? Well, maybe I can play with it. Yeah, Paula says, great picture. Oh, thank you.
I like this comment.
I thought you were saying Chat GPT would tell me when I'd be under 200 pounds.
Wow.
That'd be pretty good. That'd be pretty good. Oh, goodness. And Dawn says, you seem to know the root of your gain, and that's half the battle. Oh, yeah. And Michelle says, no other was for Dawn about the food pics. Yeah. Oh, and Paula says, it was just so much fun on the cruise. Hey, we got Paul here. And Paul says, you guys make me feel like we've been friends forever. Cruise was great to be friends as well as yourself. Oh, Paul, yay! So Paul, it was so funny. There was so many of us. There was, 82 of us. And we tried every dinner to rotate to sit at a table with no one else you've ever seen before. But you're still, I was still with Jeff at each of those dinners. But there was 8 people at a table. So there'd be 6 new people. But there was only like 4 nights that you could eat. So 6 times 4, that's 24. So you got to see like 24 new people. And there was 80 some of us. And so I didn't get to meet Paul until the last day. And he really made my day. He came over to the table when we were done eating and started chatting with us and said he's watched both of our YouTube channels, and they really he really enjoyed them, and that they kind of helped him out. And then after that, man, I saw Paul everywhere. We were in the same gate at the airport, and we were on the bus together. We were all over the place together. It's such a great guy. And one day, Paul, I'm going to have you be a guest on my show because I really like you to share your journey. He's had quite the journey. Oh, and Barb's must have met Paul too and is enjoying seeing him. And Paul says, hey, Matt, about like midwife, been watching your videos. I've been very entertained. Nice to see you here. Oh, good. Matt too. And Paula says, Sam and I also met a couple that we're going to be meeting on Labor Day, Mark and Sherry Halliday. Oh, great. You're going to have so much fun. And Oh, and Mark and Sherry they were really fun. I'm glad you got to do something with them again. Sherry was I did do a video with Sherry on the cruise, and so it's in the playlist too. She's a hoot. And WAB says, do you or plus one have to be on GLP-1 to go on the cruise? Actually, no, you wouldn't have to. Like Jeff, he's my plus one. He's never been on a GLP-1, but he was, we shared a room, and he got to go on the cruise. So I don't think you would have to be, but a bunch of us, at least usually at least one partner is. But that is totally up to you, I think.
There'll be more details on the
downsized.org. Yes. And Barb says, oh, Paul, just call me Barb. Thanks for watching them. And Paul says, okay, sorry for the bad typing. I'm a little bit typing. He's having a little bit of a tough time. He just has the one arm that he can use. And WAB says, you hang in there, Gina. You will lose those very few extra pounds, no problem. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Oh, we did. We did have fun. And we didn't hold back. And if there was dessert, we had a little bit of dessert. If there was, we had a little bit of whatever, but we still exercised and stuff. So it made it not quite so bad. Hey, V Lily's here. Vicky, email me. I want to have you on the show. I'll even have you on next Monday if you're available. So let me know, because I wanted to tape you on the deck and we just didn't get a chance. And Paula says, I think you could go on the cruise. I don't see why you couldn't. Absolutely. And especially you watch our videos, you might as well. It's all about connection and getting an opportunity to be with each other. And she's got a truck. And Paul says, I think there were some on the cruise that were not on a GLP or were supporting someone who's on a GLP. The GLP is the main theme of the cruise, of course. And it was so much fun. Super fun.
Not GOP.
Yeah. Hey, and we got BU. You are the best at it, Jess. Oh, Jess, that is a really cool YouTube tag. I love that. And Paula's saying hi to Jess. Oh, everyone's just being so friendly. And it is a lot of fun on that cruise. It's super fun. And hello, Paula's Journey to Health. Aw. And didn't mean to be making you guys hungry. Hey, Calamity Jane's in the house too. And she says, hi, Gina and Jeff and all in the chat. Hope all is well. I'm going to have to see you in Texas sometime and meet those chickens, Jane. I love your YouTube channel, and I love whenever you do anything with your chickens. They're so cute. And Paul has a question. Are you having more food noise, Gina? Yes, or I never would have had that donut yesterday. The food noise for a solid week, I would think about donuts. And when I first started taking Mounjaro, all that food noise disappeared. I wouldn't think about a donut unless it was right in front of me.
Now, was it at a certain point at the end of your week after taking your shot?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm seeing that much of it. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, possibly, because yesterday was the last day of the week and I finally couldn't take it anymore. So we went to, yeah, maybe. That's a possibility. That is a good question. And Cricken the Kraken says, hi, Jeff and Gina. It's Terry from the cruise. Oh, yay. This is the first time I've caught you guys live. Oh, I had so much fun chatting with Terry. Sometimes I have to give Jeff a break because he is an introvert and I am an extrovert. So I give him extra time to be in the room and sit on the balcony and just enjoy the ocean and read a book. And then I get extra chit-chatting in. And Terry and I spent a lot of time one night together getting to know each other. It was so much fun. I'm so glad you were able to catch us live too. And everyone's saying, hey, Jeff is such a huge support for you, Gina. He really is. I love him bunches. I'm very blessed. And Paula says, I want to go on an Alaskan cruise. Me too. That is on my bucket list for sure. And WAB says, give yourself some grace, Gina. Thank you. I know I need to do that for sure. And Dawn says, I have to chart or I get off track. Yeah. I'm okay for a day or 3 here and there, but I have to track or everything goes off the rails. Yeah. I can relate to that, Dawn. And Paula says, I track so that I eat enough. Don't want to lose muscle. That's a good point too. And make sure you're eating enough protein.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the best way to do it. And everyone's saying, hey. And Dawn says, Jeff, you sound as thrilled as Steve does with regards to paperwork. Aw. And everyone's just being so sweet. And Paula says, we sat across from Terry, who is an animal veterinarian on the cruise. Yeah, she's pretty neat. She was a lot of fun to get to know. Yep, that's me. Great cruise, right? It was fantastic. And I hope you can go again next year. It's going to be June 14th through 18th. And this time we're going to go to Key West. And I've never been to Key West. So I'm excited about that. And we're going to do Coco, another Wonder Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And it's going to be on the Celebrity Cruise Reflection. And that's where we went the first year with the GLP-1 cruise with the Downsized. And that was my favorite ship. It's a really pretty ship. It was so much fun. I had fun both times, but I like the Celebrity X even better. So I'm so excited we're going to do that again this next year. I hope you guys can all join us. Oh, cool, Terry. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah. And Webb says, you got this. Go back to what worked. You'll be back in Wonderland soon enough. And I'll let you guys know. And Mindy says, I'm with Jeff. I love my fitness pal. I'm on a 778-day streak with tracking. Wow, that is great.
That's really good.
And it's easy for her to track because Shin is the most fabulous chef. And he lets her know exactly. He cooks for her and he lets her know every single ingredient and what the nutrition value is. He's amazing. He's a very good husband too. And Paula says, there are some medical options to help you with the food noise and cravings. Yep. And Paula says, I use Lose It. And Dawn says, Gina, talk to your doctor about adding or increasing metformin or adding an adjunct like phetermine, Concrave, or similar appetite suppressant. I changed doctors and they added lowest dose of phetermine for me. And you know what, which is kind of interesting. When I went to the doctor, and it was in January, my blood work was so fabulous. She told me if I wanted to, I could stop taking metformin. And I told her my first doctor who retired, but before he retired, he had told me that there's coming out with a lot of studies that there's a lot of things that metformin can help you with, even more than just regular type 2 diabetes stuff. And he suggested that at some point, I go on a lower dose of metformin, but maybe not completely get rid of metformin because of these other good things that it can do. And so when I saw my new doctor in January and she said everything looked great, she told me if I wanted to, I could stop taking metformin. And then I told her what Dr. Gannon said. And she said, oh, that is true. And I said, I take 2 tablets. Should I just cut it in half and take 1 instead of 2? And she said, yeah, why don't you try that? So that's what I've been doing. So maybe I'll talk to her. We'll see. Maybe I should take both pills again. Because some people have bad side effects from metformin, but I don't. It doesn't bother me. Lose It is similar to my fitness pal. And Cricken the Kraken says, I like Lose It too, Paula. Aw. Dawn's on target. Dawn says, what does jackfruit taste like? It's an interesting thing, jackfruit. When I worked at a restaurant called Even Stevens, we would boil it and then we would put spices on it, and it made a vegan dish, a vegan sandwich, and it almost was chewy like meat, but it's kind of like mushrooms. You know, like mushrooms don't have a lot of flavor, but they take on the flavor of other things. But this is a little bit sweet. This is not
like that. I never liked the sandwich with the jackfruit stuff in it at Even Stevens, but I do like this, and it kind of reminds me of it's dried, like not freeze dried, but dried,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not hard to eat. It's kind of like those, the
Apple
texture of
chips?
those mints that you like, the after dinner mints, the not the hard ones, whatever.
Oh, the
It's kind of like,
buttermints?
is that what they're called?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Kind
kind
of
of.
had like that texture, a little bit sweet.
It looks like this. And it's
Yeah. Uh-huh.
kind of crunchy. I don't know, but it's slightly sweet. Almost like when you do dried apples and do like apple crisps.
A little bit.
Similar, but a lot less carbs and more fiber and a little bit of protein. But I like them. But jackfruit can be made in lots of different ways, but this is done as a crisp. But we used to do it to make it almost taste like meat, like a meat substitute. But this wouldn't be that because this is not the way this one's
Reminds
prepared.
me of the dried bananas.
Yeah, kind of like, yes. And you know what? When you have dried banana chips, they usually put like oil on it or something.
Yeah.
And this has no
this
oil,
has no
zero
oil.
fat, zero fat. And we got our buddy Logan here. Hey, Logan. And Mindy says, if I come to Arizona, I'll be checking your fridge, Gina. You are welcome to. We'll do a video together and I'll let you open up my fridge if you want. Absolutely, Mindy. And Logan has a question. He wants to know how your cancer treatment's going because my grandma had cancer and my grandpa Melvin had cancer too.
It's going very well. I've gone 2 years without a return of the cancer, and they have been checking me every 3 months, and now I'm on the 6-month plan.
Yes,
because
that was exciting.
I went 2 years successfully without any cancer coming back, so I'm really blessed and happy about that.
Yeah, that's how we were
Thank
able
you
to.
for asking.
Yeah, thanks for asking, Logan. That's how we were able to travel for 4 months. It used to be we could travel for 2, but we had to be back in time for Jeff's cystoscopy to make sure the cancer didn't come back. And now we can do 6 months. Did I say it right? Yay! That's a hard word to say. Well, thanks for asking, Logan, but he's doing much better. And Mindy says 36 watching and only 16 likes. Hit that like. Yeah, it does make a difference, you guys, honestly. And Logan says, my other lives in someone lives in Canton. Where do you live? Oh, so you have a relative in Canton, Georgia. I live in Arizona. Oh, and Logan's been watching Barb's lives too. Oh, he's excited to see Barb in the live. Okay, and she does lives too. And Barb says, cool, Logan, Sundays at 4. And he says, thanks. And Mindy says, Jeff needs to draw an Anchor Moments cartoon with you both on a cruise ship. His artwork is just so sweet. It really is.
I've been thinking about that.
Oh, that could be neat. We'll try to put even more options that people, if they wanted to get it on a t-shirt, they could, and we for sure would wear it. That's a good idea, Mindy.
Thanks.
And Vicky says, everyone needs to click like. Thanks. So thank you so much. And Cricket says, hi, Mayor Mindy. Everyone's saying hi. I don't see a link for the t-shirt. Okay, so if you go, we need to do a link across here so I could just put it up like we do banners. Do we have it for the Printify?
No.
You know what?
The go-to.
You're right.
Website.
This video, I've got to add it. Oh, but they could go on our website. You got the website?
Where's our website?
If you go to anchormoments.com, for sure, you can get our t-shirts there. That's right. I forgot to add that to the description, but I will. I will do that as soon as we get off. But if you go to anchormoments.com and click on shop, it has the Printify
I don't see it
shop is where the t-shirts and mugs and stuff, they don't make it until you order it. So there's never an inventory sitting around, which is really nice.
Yeah, I don't see that anywhere, Gina.
Oh, we don't have the website on there, huh?
No, we don't.
Oh, we'll have
Guess
to
we'll
do that. Oh, but thank you for letting me know. I will add it.
So
I
if
will
you
add
went-
it once we get off the live. I'll put it on
If you
the
went,
description. But anchormoments.com. Oh, go ahead.
if you went to anchormoments.com, on the top there are some buttons you can click. One says shop. And if you click on shop, you'll see a picture of Gina and I in t-shirts.
Wearing some of the
A
t-shirts.
picture of us, and you can click on that, and it will take you directly to there, so you won't have to remember what's this big long Printify address. It just has a link for you.
Make it easy. And I will tell you, they're Bella canvas, so they're the really soft t-shirts. They're really nice. They're very comfy. All right, and Vicki says she's here. Woot woot. Great picture of all you guys. You pulled that out so fast, Gina. And Logan wanted to know which one is Barb, and Barb says, I'm the bald one. And has my dad lost weight? Oh yeah. So my dad when he went on Mounjaro, his first 5 months he lost 50 pounds. I mean, he lost really fast. He was a super responder. And he's down, I don't know, like 70 some pounds. He's at his goal weight and he looks great. Hey, we got Anna in the house too. And thanks, Vicki. Need those likes. It does make a difference. And right now it's almost, oh goodness, it is almost 7 o'clock Arizona time, which would be almost 10 o'clock Eastern. So we'll try to finish up here. Dawn says, I'm shy. I'll see if I can get my nerve up to talk on camera. If you do, you have an open invitation, Dawn, to be on my show. And yeah, Barb also has diabetes as well. And Mindy says, Gina makes it easy, Dawn. You can do it. Just don't let her near your fridge. That is true. She says, warning taken. Let's see. And Dawn says, some people say Phetermine makes them hyper. It doesn't do that to me. Oh, that's good to know. Thank you for letting me know that, Dawn. And Logan wants to know if we have a favorite character of Paw Patrol, Gina and Jeff. It's a show we watched as a kid. You know, my kids are just are older than you, Logan, and so we missed Paw Patrol. They didn't have that one when my kids were little. We watched Arthur was a big one. Yeah. And the Big Comfy Couch.
I never watched that.
Oh, I did with the kids. And
for Halloween one
Read
year,
Between the Lions.
we dressed up as Big Comfy Couch. You were the woman, and I was Major Bedhead, wearing my
bicycle helmet. And he used to ride his bike to work, to school, so I could be the stay-at-home mom because we only had one car.
And our daughter was the doll.
Was the doll? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
that was fun. That
Anyway.
was a fun Halloween costume year for us.
I think Bluey is hilarious.
Oh yeah, we started watching that because Louie. And Paula says, Gina, my doctor prescribed a low-dose Phetermine also. Some doctors are prescribing Adderall med as a treatment plan. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about it. I'm wondering if it would give me more focus. I really need to clean my anchor room. You guys, it's turned into a storage room. It's awful. And I'd like to get it cleaned again. And I met Kirsten's mom on the cruise. And Kirsten's mom can't read anymore. Her eyes have gotten so bad. And she says she listens to books on Audible. And I told her I would finally
Record your book.
Record my Anchor Moments book and have it available on Audible. And I'm going to try to do it by January. So, but I need to get my anchor room cleaned. But maybe Adderall would help me with focus because
Or
that room
maybe-
is just, it's so disorganized. It's horrible.
Maybe your husband will have to help organize it for you.
Yeah. Oh, it's bad. It is bad, bad, bad. So I am curious, would that give me more focus? That would be amazing. Be the first time in my life. And Logan says his brother also has had ADHD, and so he understands about that. Yeah. And Terry says she has it too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. We're Wonder Woman, but I hear we have superpowers. That it gives you superpowers too. So I've got to learn what all my superpowers are. Dawn says it's not a flaw. God doesn't make mistakes. And Mindy says, Gina, the fridge rating supervillain. And Jess says, I appreciate when content creators talk about the ups and downs of their GLP-1 journeys because we are human. Yes, and life happens. And we can support each other and learn from one another. You got this, Gina. Thank you so much, Jess. I really appreciate that. I really do. And I figure I have to think each day, what can I do that I can add value to this channel? There's like 400 and some videos on here. What more could I have to say that could make any difference for anybody? And jackfruit. I'm telling you guys, it's good. And good fiber. But yeah, I'm gonna show you my warts and all. People being so sweet to each other. Love you guys. And Paula says that her son too has ADD. And Jess says, Mindy, kisses right back at you. And Paula, I'll let you know some superpowers I find out about ADHD next week. And you can see which superpowers your son has. And hey, there's Mounjaro Journey with Pam. And I was talking about you earlier, Pam, that we want to go to California at some point here. And I would love to do a video with you in California in person. It's about time I give you a hug, girlfriend. And Mindy says, yep, it's Grammy Pammy in pajamas. You know, we could even do a Grammy pajama video together, Pam. And I'll bring some of my fun pajamas too. And Terry says, I've had phentamine, but I'm sensitive to even the lowest milligram. And even if I only take one in the morning, I can't sleep at night. Okay, so it does give you the hyperactivity feeling. We'll have to.
Is that a stimulant or something? I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
We'll have to look it up. But maybe that'd help me clean my anchor room. I could just do it for a little bit. Anything that can give me some focus. Oh, goodness. Oh, and everyone's saying, hey, love you guys. And Paula says, it's not for everyone, Terry. Some are even taking Wellbutrin as an add-on. I can't take that drug. Bad side effects for her. Yeah, it really just depends. Logan wants to know what we'd say if a dog scratched me. I would say, ouch. Hey, Denise is in the house. She says, I'm here but late, but we're good to see you. Good to see you, Denise. One more question. How can I fix a trampoline burn after jumping? I don't know. Anyone got an answer for that?
We're not doctors, though.
We're not doctors, but you know what I think I would put on it? Aquaphor. I would first wash with soap and water, get it good and clean. This is Dr. Mom talking.
Well,
not doctor like a PhD, but my kids used to call me Dr. Mom. We also used to spray Bactine on everything. My kids, anyway, we spray that on their owies.
But Gina, you are not
Aquaphor. But I'm not
diagnosing.
I'm not going to diagnose. Ask your dad first and see what your dad has to say, and you can say, this is what I would do to my kids. I would spray some Bactine on it, and then I'd put a little Aquaphor. But I don't know.
You haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. I don't know what your owie looks like. Pam says, I missed the beginning part, but I was wondering if you talked to your dietitian to see if anything else needs to be tweaked. No, but that's on the list. Someone did ask me about that. Paula asked me about that.
Right
Yep.
there.
So I asked that, Pam. She hasn't gotten to the comment yet, but yeah. So I am gonna go back to my dietitian. I need to. Now that you're home and it's hot outside, you'll be able to get in the pool. I know, I'm loving the pool, and I have been swimming almost every day. And do some water aerobics. That can help you feel a lot better, and it helps with the inflammation of my lipedema in my arms and legs too. And Denise says, Gina, you are home, and now you can control more of how your food is cooked. Exactly. Finally not eating out every day. And Christopher Durham and Lorraine. Oh, CD and LD.
Sorry.
Okay. I should have
you.
known that. And Logan also loves Pop-Tarts. Aw. Hi, Anna. Not sure Lorraine is still here, but she was here earlier. Yep. And Barb. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Tuesday, 403/60. Not sure what he means by that, for sure.
I hope that's not blood pressure.
Well,
403 is
oh, no, that'd be pretty high. And Pam says, I feel like many of us teetered up and down when we got to the 200 to 100. It was like our bodies were fighting really hard not to get the hundreds. Oh, I think he's maybe they're talking about blood sugar. Oh, no. 200 to 100. No, wait.
Right.
Yes. Oh, my gosh. Yes. It is so hard to get into Wonderland. And once you get there, you never want to get out of it. Oh, here it is. 403/60 Tuesday, Wednesday 458/60, Thursday Friday. When I was in 8th grade, Washington, D.C., and we rode in the bus, I was on bus number 3. And those were the chaperones on his bus. Wheels on the bus go round and round. In 8th grade, Washington, D.C., that had to have been a blast, Logan. That had to have been a total blast. I am glad that that you got the opportunity to do that. And Pam says, several in our community have added the lipo-B or lipo-C peptide to help them melt away fat. It's been helping them. Something to talk to a doctor about. Pam, that sounds an awful lot like a diet ripoff. Nothing melts fat. Vicky says, no, daughter Sarah went with me. Oh, I remember when we got to meet Sarah. She was so sweet. And I don't see why not that somebody could be on a cruise without the things. I missed the first cruises, but I hope you never miss another one with us because it was so much fun playing with you, Vicky. We enjoy you too, WAB. And Barb says, I will not be going on next year's cruise, but I'll meet everyone in Key West when they dock, and I look forward to it. We are going to love that, Barb, and we will totally see you there.
I hear a song.
Yeah, we're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. Hey, Candy K all day is here. Hey, Candy K. Barb, if the seasickness pills don't work, I'll be joining you on shore, Barb. Steve and I are testing them this weekend. Oh, that's right, because you get seasick. But sounds like you're going somewhere. And I hope it does the trick for you, Dawn, because we'd love to have you on the cruise with us next year. Candy K said, I just forced myself to eat some chicken. Well, as much as I could eat.
Good for protein.
Yeah. Nope, not the waves. I was completely overwhelmed with so many people. That loud energy, it exhausted me terribly. Yeah, Barb discovered that she's more of an introvert now. And it was hard for Jeff too. I have to be more cognizant of that. The first cruise we were on, I was so worried that Jeff would have a bad time that I really concentrated on being sure that we had plenty of downtime in our room in between doing things with a lot of people. And this last ship, it was just so exciting to be with 80 people that, that we see in the chat on our shows, that I had him with me most of the time, and it did exhaust him. So next time I think we'll have more in between times where I give him more balcony time. And Candy K says, Key West is amazing, especially authentic key lime pie. Ooh, yum. And Dawn understands that too. And Barb says, I slept 3 of the cruise nights for 12 hours and took a nap. It took a week to decompress afterwards. Too much for my health. And Conversation with Me says, how many words can you speak in 5 seconds? A ton. Oh, Kendi doesn't like jackfruit. Doesn't it even have a taste? I think it does in the dried stuff. It's slightly sweet, kind of like a dried apple or a dried banana.
But not oily.
But not oily. Cruises require a vacation after the vacation. Yeah, that's true. And Pam says, I was so impressed and happy to finally get a nice clear live yesterday at the beach. No instability. Not sure how that worked, but you might enjoy watching the replay. There's horses on the beach too. Ooh, wow. I'll have to catch it. I always like it when you do the beach ones, your beach walks, Pam. Jackfruit tastes like what you mix with it. Barbecue, Mexican, good as a vegetarian substitute for meat. Absolutely. But not as the dried chips. As the dried chips, it kind of tastes like dried banana.
Slightly sweet.
Slightly sweet. And yum. Yes, Mr. Russian is here too. Welcome, Mr. Russian. I usually see you over on Calamity Jane's lives. All right. Hey, hey. Yep, we all love your beach walks, Pam. They're the best. And Kendi K loves Bella Teas. They're extra soft. No worries. It was a long Monday for me too, Pammy. I'm winding things down now, but saw Anchor Moments live. Well, thanks for coming on. Oh, good. Check your email. Okay. Let's see if we can get you on next week. You guys, you will absolutely love Vicky. She is a hoot. She is just precious. And she said, I sent you an email just a few moments ago. Perfect. Stacy says, I just found your channel and subscribed. Yay. Thanks. You have great positive energy. Thank you, Stacy. And Mounjaro Journey with Pam says, I noticed the collective was live earlier today. I haven't finished watching the replay, but I started it. Yay. I'm up 3 pounds today. Oh no, I didn't take my jab on Friday because I thought I'd go off 14 days before my next skin removal on my arms. Wow, so you're going to do another one of those surgery, but this time for your arms. I will be paying attention to your videos about that. I'd love to do that someday. Oh, I already have things hanging on my arms, and I still have plenty of fat too. But today the surgeon's nurse said I only need to stop 7 days. Oh, before taking the shot. That's not bad. Pam, I'm so excited for your next chapter. Me too. And Vicky says, yesterday you mentioned how authentic the author's audio of the book was. And I think that's what your book will be like, as audible with your voice and expression. Oh, thanks so much, Vicky.
I'll really have to work on getting you out of your shell.
Oh, I think I'm a better speaker than I am a writer because I have vocal variety, is what they say at Toastmasters. And to be a really excellent writer when there is no sound, you've got to really use super descriptive words. And phetamine is a mild stimulant. Oh, good to know. But sometimes that's what they give you when you have ADD, and it helps. So maybe interesting. I'm going to talk to my doctor about this. Amazon has the jackfruit chips as well. Yep. But they're a little bit more expensive on Amazon than they are at Costco.
I think the bag is bigger too at Costco.
Oh, maybe that's why. The Costco bag has 13 ounces, but there's a lot in 13 ounces because they're really lightweight.
If I remember right.
Okay. And Pam says, yes, Wellbutrin for antidepressant, and it seems to allow weight loss too. Okay. And I've been depressed about my weight, but that's not a regular thing. It's and let's see. Hello, everyone. Just starting GLP-1 in tablets forms. Yay! Wow. Congratulations, Bia Dan Weber. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And Pam says, Gina, I'd really love to rent a camper and camp with you guys in California. Beaches or mountains. We could do a PJ party and all. Oh my gosh, Pam. Yes, yes, and yes. I would love to do something like that with you. And we can dance under the stars. It's so fun. And Jeff can even play ukulele for us. And I really need to make my schedule work around to go on the next cruise. We would love that for you. And Anna says, good night, everyone. Celebrating birthday tomorrow. Yay! Happy birthday, Anna. And Vicky says, Barb, you could do park bench interviews in Key West. Yeah. Gina is snowing you. No, you really are that cool. All right. Quick, do the shot.
Here, don't forget this.
All right. I took off the cap.
Don't forget this.
Oh yeah. Gotta clean off. Let's go with arm. I think I did my stomach last week. I don't remember. I'll do arm now. Dun, 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 dun. And take off the cap before you twist to unlock, or you will break the shot. Super important. Here we go.
It's going to click twice.
Okay.
2 clicks.
Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Easy peasy. All right. And that's all the chat. All right, everybody. Oh, next week, we are doing the last chapter of Weightless. We started the book club back since we're back in Arizona. We have good internet again. So last chapter of Weightless is next week for our weight loss book club. After this one, we're going to do Oprah's Enough book, also about GLP-1s. So be looking for that. We'll do it on noon on Sundays, Arizona time, which is 3 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Central on Sundays. All right, everybody, hold on to your anchor moments. I love you guys bunches. Mwah! And make it a great day. Bye-bye.